What's going on? This is Marty Styles, and what we got here is Fight Night's Finest. Let's get ready to rumble! Fight Night's Finest. Let's step in the ring where the lights are blinded. I'm about to just knock you out. Now your mouthpiece, you cannot find it. You cannot face the weather. Warming up like May's weather. Super fast like Mayweather. You cannot put your face together. Cause my hands is lightning speed. I don't really think people wanna fight with me. You'll likely flee like Frazier from Foreman. Guaranteed tonight you'll bleed. Looking like I swiped your feet from under you. I'm like Tyson Beast. I punish you. I don't think that there's nothing your freaks are gonna do but sleep.
What is good, boxing fans and gamers? It's your boy, FightNightsFinest, the Sophie commentator, back with another topical Wednesday commentary with some crew gameplay in the background here. You heard me say it in the last racing video of the crew that you saw me upload. It was actually the first race that you do with the Camaro. And I told you guys I'll be bringing you guys some more gameplay from that, so here it is. I'm actually doing one of races with Arachnid Soul, and the later footage that you'll see is us driving to a waypoint, and you know, just us testing each other's skills to see who has the better driving skills on the way there. But I want to say something about the crew because it relates directly into today's topic that I have to give credit to Crook for money for. If you haven't followed him on Twitter, his link can be found in the description. And if you haven't followed me on Twitter, you see that in your upper right hand corner of the screen, right underneath that Viper watermark, actually made by Arachnid Soul. And this is something similar to what you heard Sakuraba1982 speak about a little earlier during the week. So if you guys haven't checked any of those videos out or any of those people out, you can all find that in the link in the description. But yeah, on to what I was going to say. The Crew is a racing game that is very unique. It is its own type of racing game. There's really no other game out there that you can compare it to because the open world environment is bigger than any other environment, and also the challenges and the things that the game offers to you is different from any other racing game. So you really can't compare it to anything. And I hear mixed reviews about this game all the time. There's a lot of people who cry about the car selection and want tuners from back in the 1990s and from the early 2000s in the game, which is completely irrelevant towards this time period. And also a lot of people complain about the driving mechanics because the mechanics of the game actually requires for you to have some skill, slow down, hit turns, you know, that kind of thing. It makes you actually have to perform with some skill, and that's not something that a lot of gamers are used to in this game in this day and age. So the Crew is like I said, is its own type of game. It's very unique, and it's definitely worth a purchase for anybody who is questioning whether to get this game or not. Now, Fight Night, why are you telling me, why are you giving me a review of the game? Why are you telling me this? Well, it relates directly into what me and Crook for Money were talking about on Twitter, which was basically, when is it right for you to speak up and give your own opinion? That's basically the topic that we was having at like, what, 3:30, 4 o'clock last night. Just him leaving a random tweet and asked him if it was okay to make a commentary, and he said, go on ahead. So I'm here giving my opinion about this. I feel like it's always important for you to speak up when you hear something that you don't agree with. And the main reason why I feel that way is because you can potentially change somebody's mind with your opinion. Now, a lot of people these days are hard-headed, and a lot of people aren't open-minded. A lot of people believe in what they want to believe in, and it's hard to get people to change. You know, it's very, very hard for people not to be one-track minded. And the reason for that is because a lot of people are up in the age where it's like people were brought up on defiance and doing what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it. Gotta have everything done on my time. And that's the wrong kind of attitude, in my opinion, to have in any given situation. So anytime I hear somebody out there just speaking about, you know, just basically talking out of their behind, I always say something about it. Or if I agree or see something that isn't morally correct, I will say something about it. For example, let's say you got somebody playing a video game and the person may not be the best at the game, or they're new to the game. You've seen this in several cases in Fight Night Champion. I mean, you can see this in this video with Arachnid Soul crashing and not being able to drive and hit corners right. It'll be wrong if anybody sits there and starts making jokes about how Arachnid can't drive, or how, you know, just anything in that sort. It'll be wrong for you to just sit back and just watch it happen, or better yet, engage into it. Start laughing and joking and joining in with the crowd. Regardless to the numbers that's against you, it's always best for you to say something about it, because deep inside of your heart, imagine if you didn't say anything about it. Then everybody else, you're just as guilty as everybody else who let that go past and hasn't said anything about it. I'm pretty sure most of the time whenever we have an opinion about something, we're not the only one to have it. Like, we all think and we all experience some of the same things. So a lot of the times we jump to the same conclusion. And at the end of the day, some people just are afraid to speak up. So if you can be that person to have the courage to go out there and say what it is that you believe, 9 times out of 10, some people may join in with you. And even if, you can't get people to change their opinion about what was said, at least you gave it your best shot. And maybe they might not think about it today, but they might think about it more down the line. So I can understand that in some situations, like in hostile environments where, the tension is high between two parties or between two people, it may not be a good idea for you to go in there and put your 2 cents in. Or if it's none of your business, then of course stay out of it, because it has nothing to do with you. If it's an open statement, or if it's just, if it's almost criminal and then you don't say anything about it, then I feel like there's something wrong with that. But that's just my opinion on this. Like, activism and being able to speak your mind and telling people what it is that you think is right and wrong, there's a lot of side effects to it, and there's a lot of weighing the positives versus the negatives. Me, I'm more of a person where it's like, I will say what it is that I have to say, and I'm willing to deal with the consequences to prove what it is that I believe in. And not even to prove it, but to defend it. There was a quote actually that I forgot who it was by, but I believe strongly in this, and it says, while I may not agree with what it is that you have to say, I will defend your every right to say it. And it's the same thing with you talking about something that requires you giving your opinions or your thoughts. While everybody may not agree with it, or may not say, oh, you have no right to speak about it, you definitely have the right to go out there and say what it is that you disagree with somebody. So take that into consideration next time you guys have an argument. I know it slipped up a couple of times in this commentary, but I hope you guys got the gist of it, of what it was that I was trying to say. If you enjoyed the video or agree with me or disagree, hey, feel free to like or dislike the video. Also, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. It's been your boy, FightNightsFinest, the selfie commentator, and I'm off this. Peace!